Hello everyone, welcome to Teacher Madness 2020. I'm your host, Elias Zamora. In just a few minutes, we're going to review the brackets up here on the big screen. But first, let's get an interview with Mr. O'Keefe.
I'm here interviewing Mr. O'Keefe, and former last year's champion, and actually the Golden Teacher Award champion too. So, Mr. O'Keefe, I have some questions for you today. So, obviously, you're not in the bracket this year. So, how do you feel about that?
I like the fact that you retire into the Wall of Fame after you win it. So I'm fine with not being in it this year. Let somebody else fight it out.
Humble answer from Mr. O'Keefe. You got any words for your fans out there?
Thank you, everybody, for voting for me last year. You guys did a fantastic job. Let's see who can win this year.
Thank you, Mr. O'Keefe. Now let's reveal this year's bracket. First of all, let's go to the high school region. So, in the first matchup, we have the 1 seed Mr. Deno versus the 4 seed Mr. Newkirk. And in our second matchup, we have the 2 seed Mr. Duggins versus the 3 seed Frau Weinshaw. Now let's take it over to Grant Potter for an analysis.
All right, up here first we got the 1 seed Deno versus the controversial 4 seed Mr. Newkirk. Now I'm going to be picking Deno in this one, not only because he got more nominations, but because there might be some backlash for Newkirk for putting himself in as the 4 seed over some people that we all know who. In the 2-3 matchup, we have Mr. Duggins versus Frau. Now, no disrespect to Frau. Everyone knows that she's a great teacher. I don't know if anyone actually hates her, but Mr. Duggins has the tournament experience, and I think that this will be the biggest blowout in the tournament this year.
Thank you, Grant. Now let's look at the junior high region. So, our first matchup will be the 1 seed Mr. Cornelius versus the 4 seed Mr. Garrity. And our second matchup will be the 2 seed Mr. Derby versus the 3 seed Mr. V. Let's take it back to Grant for another analysis.
All right, now over in the junior high bracket, it's going to be a much more close competitions here in this one. We got the 1 seed Cornelius versus the 4 seed Garrity, a rematch from the first round last year where Garrity was actually the 1 seed, Cornelius was the 4 seed. Garrity won that one, but this year I think Garrity lost more senior support than Cornelius did, and Cornelius gained more 7th grade support than Garrity did. So I've got Cornelius pulling this one out. In the 2-3 matchup, we got the battle of the PE teachers. Despite Derby being the higher seed, the Vegas line actually has Mr. V as a slight favorite, but I'm going to go with Derby in this one.
Thank you, Grant. Voting will begin next Monday. You can vote for us on Schoology, Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. We will also allow students to fill out a bracket this year, and any perfect brackets will be entered into a raffle for a chance to win a free t-shirt from the Knights Armory. Tune in next Friday to find out who won our first matchups.